Here we go. Good morning. My name is Andrea Cooley. I'm one of the owners of Des Moines Mom. And today we are talking with John Francis Shelley with the new Foss Swim School in Ankeny. We're excited just to learn more about what the school offers and how you can enroll your kids in lessons. So I'll just turn it over to you, John, and you can tell a little bit about the mission behind Foss and what parents can expect.
Well, thank you for having us. We're really excited to be here. We're super excited to be in the Ankeny neighborhood.
Mhm.
We've been in business teaching people how to love water for the last 25, 26 years. I think we got our start as a formal organization in 1993 in the Twin Cities.
Okay.
We've been around in the Midwest for quite a while, so this is awesome. We got our start way back in the day. Our owner, John Foss, when his mother took her siblings to a lake in North Dakota, I think. And unfortunately, one of her siblings passed. He
Hmm.
swam out too far and tragically died. And she dedicated the rest of her life to helping kids and ensuring that that kind of tragedy, which is preventable, would never happen again. Um, she went on to become a nurse, worked with kids. When she eventually had children of her own, she made sure they learned to swim. And John Foss took a love to the competition side of things,
Mhm.
and it just spiraled up from there. He went on to be a wonderful competitive swimmer, started coaching teams. And then while he was coaching, the families with siblings of kids on his teams were like, could you teach my other one a little something? You're doing really well over here. And it just grew organically out of that. We've got a strong background in the competitive strokes. We've got
Mhm.
national record holders and Olympians in our history, but we're solidly about getting people to love water. It's not just the
Great.
lessons, which is what our business is, but it's what
Mhm.
you can do with the lessons. You can go
Sure.
to the lake, you can go for a boat ride, you can go to the cabin, you can
Mhm.
go to water parks and have that peace of mind of knowing that you have a safer swimmer.
That's great. What ages do you offer lessons for? Like, how old do you start?
Fantastic question. Our youngest we start in the water is 6 months. We
Okay.
call it a backfloat babies.
Mhm.
We have that program goes from 6 months all the way up to 3 years old, and that's with mom or dad or caregiver in the
Mhm.
water with their child. It's a lot of splashing and singing and repetition. Getting kids used to being in the water, learning how to backfloat, learning how to climb out of the pool in case they accidentally go swimming. The important stuff like that. After
Sure.
that, we go all the way up to basically, if you're old enough to get in the pool safely or get out of the pool
Mhm.
safely, we've got a spot for you. We've got room
Right.
for kids all the way up to grandparents.
And so if a family is signing up for lessons, I've got a 3-year-old who is ready to start lessons. I also have a 7-year-old. Would they come and you do an assessment to kind of gauge where they are?
Eh, Ordinarily, yes. With
Hmm.
our current climate, with the COVID restrictions, we're asking families to not come in for those assessments.
Okay.
Luckily, we're quite skilled in an assessment over the phone.
Sure.
Simple questions like, how comfortable is your child with the water? Can they do a unsupported backflow? Once we figure out where each kid's skill is, we can place them on their personalized swim path and just really, really dial in a curriculum specific to that child and their needs.
That's great. So you mentioned, restrictions with COVID-19, which, everyone is, just curious about how our business is handling it. So if a family is interested in lessons, it sounds like they start with a phone call assessment, and then what kind of precautions are you taking, at your facility?
It's fantastic. Yes, they can either do a phone call assessment or they can go to our website, fossswimschool.com. There's a link in the upper right that says family account. They would click
Sure.
on that, create a family account, type in all the pertinent details for the children or family members, and then that would kind of do a self-guided assessment
Okay.
and then get rolling from there. And that's also where you would find all of our class offerings, which we are currently enrolling for both private lessons and small group lessons.
Okay.
Um, which are ongoing and starting up for the group lessons real soon. But as for the COVID restrictions, we've continued. We've always had a real solid cleaning routine. We've always invested in the best quality filtration you can have for your pools and air. And we've got ultraviolet systems. Our air turnover in the pool area is amazingly wonderful. When you walk into the building, you don't smell a swimming pool.
That's
So
nice.
that, yes.
Doesn't have that kind of thick chlorine
Yeah,
smell.
exactly. And that chlorine smell is the byproduct of the chlorine reacting with stuff in the water. So the
Mhm.
heavier that smell is, the less safe it is for your swimmers
Yes.
and for our staff.
Thinking
So
of
we've
hotel
got
pools.
exactly. Yes. So we've got wonderful air handlers that are just moving that air out of the building. I want to say 80% of the air, like
Mhm.
every hour. It's just constant. It's amazing. Our filtration systems are state of the art across our company. They filter all the way down to like smaller than your hair sizes. Like it's
Wow.
like micron level filtration. They're really, really good. So that with chlorine being such an excellent sanitizer, um,
Sure.
don't have many concerns. We've been working with the CDC and the local health departments on guidelines for cleaning the water. Nobody really has any concerns about COVID being transferred through the water
Mhm.
itself. On deck, we've got all of our staff are required to wear face masks. I've got mine right
Right.
here. I took it off so that we could have a conversation.
Yes.
If they're not in the water, we are requiring our staff to wear a face mask. We have them available if families would like one as well, but they're not required to.
Okay.
Our teachers in the pool have clear plastic face shields. I have mine right here, which,
Oh, great.
it's not threatening, it's not distracting for a
Mhm.
child. Um, you could still see a person's face. You can
Yes.
still have a conversation with a 3-year-old who might be a little timid, a little
Sure.
nervous. Beyond that, we have actually staffed a full-time cleaner for every single shift, and all they're doing is
Wow.
cleaning all of the high-touch surfaces,
Mhm.
doorknobs, handles, the toilets, bathrooms, changing stalls,
Right.
even the benches in between when families come in and have a seat. We'll
Mhm.
clean that as well as soon as they're done with the area. Any equipment that the kids use during the class, we're going to sanitize that equipment before we allow another group of kids to use it. So we've got a
Great.
rotation of equipment on the pool deck as well.
Mhm.
We've continued our relationship with Ecolab to just continually get the highest quality cleaning supplies we can have and
Mhm.
just really hose down the facility a lot with some real high test stuff. It's
That's
awesome.
great. That just, gives families a lot of peace of mind, that they can still move forward with lessons and, just know that all these safety precautions are being taken. So
Yes.
are parents able to be in the pool area while their
Yes.
children are taking lessons? Okay.
Yes, indeed. That's something we actually want. We design our pools to have seating close to the water because
Okay.
it's a partnership between us, the kids
Mhm.
learning, and the families. We can tell them, hey, this is why we're doing this skill or this thing. And
Sure.
here's how you can incorporate that into your home life, at bath time, at bedtime, or
Mhm.
going to the pool or lake this summer. Here's something you could do. And here's why we're doing it. That
That's
way, that
great.
partnership between the student and the family can just really impact that kid's personal growth.
Mhm. Um, can you talk about what else makes the Foss experience unique? How your pool is set up differently, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Our pools are designed purely for the learn to swim environment. We don't have to compete with other programming going on. Like we don't
Hmm.
have open swims and lap swimming and aerobics classes and yoga on floating mats, which is amazing. And I think that would
Yes.
be the funnest thing in the world. But our pools are designed purely for learn to swim. It's 4 feet deep at the deepest.
Okay.
It's 91 degrees all year round, which
Hmm.
can get pretty humid, but we don't want any, water temperature issues to be a barrier for a child
Yes.
learning to swim. Nobody's in there with blue lips.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Absolutely. It's brightly lit. There's wonderful graphics on the walls with kids also learning to swim. There's colorful, inflatable fish and animals on the ceilings and on the floors. We've got a huge viewing area with benches outside of the pool area for those families that might have multiple kids who are uh, we all know kids who are more excited about everything, and maybe it's not their turn to go swimming and you need to corral them a little bit.
Yes.
So we've got an area for that as well. So sometimes it's not so comfortable hot, it's hot on the pool deck and the family might
Mhm.
want that cooler area to sit in. We've got that as well.
Great. Great. What other information do parents need to know to register? You said there are private lessons, which I assume would be a one-on-one, and then
Correct.
also camps. And do those go every day, once a week?
Great question. Right now, all of our classes right now across the board are 30 minutes long.
Okay.
So we've got our once a week program, which is our private lessons for now, which is you come in at your designated class time, 5 minutes before your class, come in a swimsuit, ready to go. We'll bring you out on the pool deck. You can have a quick little rinse, then you get in the water, enjoy your class for a half hour. We really do our best to have the consistent teacher every single week.
That's great.
Um, but we are having our staff do health assessments every single shift before they come in. So if there's any question about
Hmm.
them having anything, even if it's an upset stomach or a headache, they're not going to be there. We're taking it extremely seriously.
Hmm.
Um, let's see, what else was the question? Um, Signing up for lessons, yes. Our camp program, should be starting on the 13th of
Okay.
July. Enrollment for that opened up this Tuesday. It's a
Okay.
4-week camp, so its class time is on Tuesday night and Thursday night. So
Great.
same class, same kids, same teacher. I think it's a 3-to-1 ratio,
Okay.
um, and that is for 4 weeks. So the first one will start on July 13th and go
Hmm.
for basically the month, and then another camp will start immediately after that.
That's great. Well, that's exciting. I mean, I think a lot of times parents start to think about swimming lessons in the summer, but really, with your facility, it can happen all year round.
That's a wonderful thing. Yes, it does happen all year round.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And are you open primarily, I would imagine, in the summer? Is it all day or is it more evening classes? Do you have a wide range?
We do have a wide range. Right now with the COVID restrictions and just everybody learning the new normal, we have less offerings than we would normally do. But
Sure.
right now it's typically nights and weekends,
Okay.
all nights during the week except for Friday and Saturday morning options as well.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, it is just exciting to have you in the Ankeny area, and excited that you came here and are going to be helping our kids be strong swimmers. Do you have
Yes.
anything else that people might need to know about Foss or about lessons in general?
Let's see here. There's so much information on our website, and it feels
Okay.
like a cop out to say go to the website, but I don't want to sit here and just vomit
Sure.
information for like hours and bore everybody.
Yeah.
But the best thing is make that family account. By doing that, you'll get
Mhm.
on our marketing lists and you'll be
Great.
informed of when our next enrollment time's coming up, what offerings are we running, like maybe we're doing a special for
Hmm.
something or that. What days we're closed, like we're closed this Saturday
Sure.
for the 4th of July holiday.
Hmm.
Um, Gift cards, having, if you refer a friend, what kind of perks are there?
Okay.
So you come in and you love it and your kid's doing amazing.
Yes.
Well, you can tell your friends and we'll scratch your back a little bit. So
Hmm.
lots of wonderful things like that.
Great. Well, thank you so much. We are just, like I said, excited to partner with you and just wish you all the best.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing everyone here at the pool real soon.
All right. Thank you, John.
Appreciate it. Thank you.